Alright, now I want to talk about the Phoenix Suns. But I want to talk about something bigger than the Phoenix Suns. I want to talk about NBA teams collecting a whole bunch of star players to put on one team. It don't work. It never worked. You can't have, in real life, when people say, man, there's too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. That's what it is, having a bunch of star players on one team. It can't work. Anytime people might come back and say, well, it worked with Miami Heat and LeBron. That worked because LeBron was the star. Wade had to fall back and say, hey, man, I average 22 points a game, whatever, let you take over. I'm a role player now, and I'm a top-level role player. And it worked with Chris Bosh, too, because Chris Bosh wasn't a star like that. They said it was a big three, but it really was just a nice jail team. But even them, they had trouble with winning. You got to know each other. I don't care how great the talent is. Lesser talented people who've been together a long time would beat higher talented people who just got together. You got to become familiar. It's when a great team running together, it's like an organism. All the parts are working independently of each other, but it makes everything work just cohesive. It's just a well-oiled machine, like San Antonio, like Dallas Mavericks was, the teams that beat Miami. A lot of people might say when Kevin Durant went to Golden State, Kevin Durant is a star when it comes to numbers, but to me, he's not a natural leader, and he fit in so well. He's like the ultimate Ray Allen, the ultimate Shane Battier, the ultimate Robert Horry, Derek Fisher type. Like, just when it comes to just a person who get the ball and could shoot, very efficient. Curry was the star of the team. Durant just was the type that he fit in well. He's not ball dominant. And most stars in the NBA are ball dominant. Most star players are one-on-one players. They need the ball. They got to go into their bag and with their moves. It don't work when you got three people on a team doing that. It's not going to work. I don't know why teams keep on going with the same thing, trying to just get everybody there. You might have more success if you got a star player on the perimeter and a star big man who just want to play under the goal. Yeah, that could work. You know, but we seen this back when the early 2000s when the Lakers, who was doing great, went out there and got Karl Malone, all-time great player, and Gary Payton, all-time great player. For one, a lot of great players get together when they old, acting like age don't mean nothing, but it does. And two, it's too much. There's just a bunch of names on the paper. You look at Phoenix, Durant could play with anybody. He go get his buckets. But to me, Durant is more like an empty calorie player. The stuff that he does really doesn't change the game that much. You got to have other players with him. Devin Booker, he's an okay player, but he's another kind of, I don't know, it's just empty calories, man. They go do their thing. They go get their buckets. It's not he's not going to involve other players in it, so it does not build the flow of the team up. It ain't no, we running, fast break, pass here, pass there, boom, three. The whole team hot fired up. Everybody had a point. Rebound over here, pass it, kick it out. Like, there's something involved. It's just get the ball, dribble, go into your move, shoot, or get the ball, pass. Not get an assist with it, but just pass. There's certain things you do in playing basketball that builds up chemistry. That's why runs happen. That's why when a couple players shooting bad, everything's going wrong. When it rains, it pours. He missing, everybody missing. It's just the flow of the game. Next thing you know, little momentum starts, everybody involved, everybody start hitting. The shots that wouldn't fall, miraculous shit start happening. They falling. The shot, and when it's bad, easy shots start missing layups, everything. Just bad, no rebounds, can't defend good. All that shit is just based off energy. But just, you gotta have a correct team put together. The best teams that won NBA championships were teams that was put together. Not just stars threw in and just say, hey, these are the best people we can find. Individual one-on-one players who are ball stoppers. Don't get everybody else involved. Team players gonna always have the morale of the team at its highest level. I don't care if I didn't score. If I'm involved on the play, if I got to touch the ball, it's a different feeling. But I don't know. I guess teams don't realize that shit. They should have, because you will never see a team win a championship with a bunch of stars through together who do the same thing. It won't happen. I don't know why everybody thought Phoenix was going to be something. Bradley Beal is not that good. Somebody who getting points and all that on a low-budget team that's not really doing nothing. Like, come on, man. Durant, like I said, he's a great B option. It'll be great for him to play with he should have stayed in Golden State, but it'll be great for him to play with maybe a great big man or something like that. Or maybe like an Anthony Edwards, somebody like that. He'll be great with somebody like that. He's like the highest level Chris Middleton or something, but him out there with Devin Booker and the other guy, it's not going to be too much going on with that team, man. Teams do not need 3 big name players. You don't need it, man. It's too much. And they play the same way. When the team used to win, every team that won used to be able to say, like, that was the shooter right there. That was the point guard. He made sure he got everybody involved. That was the defender. Like Golden State, point guard, get everybody involved. Draymond. Defense, collectively as a group, minus Curry and, Thompson right now, but Draymond, a couple more people, Iguodala, like, everybody had their part. Scoring, Thompson, Curry, like, nobody, Iguodala wasn't really made for scoring. Green wasn't made for scoring. Like, how can you have a scoring liability on the court, but you win the championship, man? That's because you don't need everybody to do everything. Spread it around. You do this great. You do that great. Every team. Like, come on, man. What you doing, man? So I just say this, man. I ain't gonna get too long-winded on it, but Phoenix ain't going nowhere. It ain't finna happen. I feel like the Dallas Mavericks might have a better chance of getting further in the playoffs than Phoenix does. And that's what it is. It's just something I want to talk about. NBA shit. Let's go.